Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off those shoes and super violate that like button. I don't know where I've been. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know how I missed this story or these stories, and it's a bunch of stories. For those of y'all that's catching up to this story, we're going to brush right through this. I'm not going through every single detail of what happened, but I'm just going to give y'all a brief introduction through the news.
And we are following the tragic story of a high school student stabbed to death at a track meet in Frisco, Texas, where we have a live look. Dallas, just south of where that episode happened. The suspect, another high school student, is still in custody on a $1 million bail. His attorneys will push on Monday, apparently, to have that bond reduced. The victim, 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, and the suspect, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony, went to different schools, different high schools. The arrest report outlines a confrontation between the two before the stabbing took place. Now, Metcalf told Anthony he was sitting under the wrong high school's tent and needed to move, to which Anthony responded by reaching into a bag, according to investigators, and saying this right here: "Touch me and see what happens." Now, Metcalf reportedly pushed Anthony out of the tent, then was stabbed by Anthony in the chest. Metcalf died in the arms of his twin brother. Now, after being taken into custody, Anthony claimed self-defense and then apparently told investigators, "I'm not alleged, I did it." Now, the county district attorney says prosecutors cannot seek the death penalty or life without parole because of a Supreme Court ruling from 2005 excluding juveniles from those punishments. Meanwhile, we have the updated donation numbers from online fundraisers for both Metcalf and Anthony. You can see Metcalf right here, just over $324,000. On the flip side, you can see Anthony over really close to $350,000 at this point. The Frisco, Texas community will mourn Metcalf's death tomorrow with a funeral set for around 10 a.m. local time. It's going to happen at the funeral at the church that he attended. Then a private burial is going to happen after that. We're going to keep following this case all the way through for you right here at the Live Desk.
The earth is crying for justice over the spilling of innocent blood. A lot of people got something to say about this young brother for keeping it real. As a grown man, I am told that I can't come outside, or else what's going to happen as I come outside, right? As a grown man, I had a conversation with one of my brothers who just did 25 years in jail. And the nigga was like, "Yo, it's time for you to pop out. I'm getting tired of niggas saying that you don't come outside, and I know how you get busy because we was getting busy together. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Come outside." And I said to him, "You know the energy that we bring when we come outside together." I said, "When we get locked up, is your wife gonna be talking trash about me because she told you to stay away from me because it's safe to say it ain't safe outside?" He got quiet. If I'm 48 years old and I had a bullseye on my head my whole life, where I had to come outside like Wolverine, backing out iron and blazing, somehow, some way, God made a way for me to get around all those cases and still be here. Where Eric Bennett, my brother, my twin, I call him the Nigerian Nightmare, the dark-skinned version of me. He got life in Connecticut, fighting, battling in McDougal Correctional Facility, trying to make his way back home. Now, there's an energy a powerful energy around the hood that spread it to the suburbs, where when we was growing up, the rules is I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'd rather be judged by a jury of 12 than carried by 6 in a coffin. We're not going to act like in America. America don't have a history. I always tell people that we wasn't just slaves. There was a battle for earth that led up to us being slaves. Nobody chased niggas through Africa and just brought them on a boat to America. No, in World War I, all of the colonizers from different areas of the earth joined forces, came to Black America, where you were the Native Americans. And if you've seen the movie Apocalypto, the same thing that happened in the movie Apocalypto is what happened in America. So we know that between black and white, there's an ugly history where most of the time, 99.9% of the time, black people don't come out on top. You look at the news and you see the story of the young 2 black brothers who was enjoying life, getting ready to make their way back home. Then it came out, and we're going to do that story. It's coming. I missed out on a lot of stories. Them brothers was making their way back home, but they was found in the woods. Weeks later, they found out that was the fireman, the white fireman, that dumped those black bodies that didn't do nothing wrong. So there's a buildup. There's an energy. See, in the hood, all these old dudes like Jim Jones, these old washed up niggas, they ain't it. It's the young that have to survive the young. So there's an energy that they already know when they come outside. Daddy ain't gonna save me. Mommy ain't gonna save me. Because mommy and daddy ain't got the energy to combat this energy that's in the streets. We already established in America, most of the shootings happens in the schools now. Am I right? Mass shootings at that happens in the schools now. So anybody sitting up there questioning Shorty about whether he had a knife on him, the most dangerous places in the world is where the children is at. The most dangerous places in the world is where the children is at. Wasn't I a child victim who's still being shamed? The adults is not there to be on the front line with the kids. So they got to make adult decisions. You got babies making adult decisions against other babies. And in return, that boy facing life in jail. Because he told them not to touch me. No means no. I don't have to fight the way that you want me to fight. My anger and me being tired of 400 years of blood, sweat, and tears running through my veins. The youth don't know why they angry. That's the ancestors in your blood. This is why our faces became our own faces of our enemy. That was death by design. Now you gonna tell Shorty how to fight? When he was outnumbered? You gonna tell him how to fight when he was outnumbered? And he had to let it be known right then and there. I'm not having it. I made a mistake. I'm under the wrong tent. I can imagine how them young colonizers approached him to tell him, you got to go. I guarantee you, they didn't come to him and tell him, hey, bud, that's your tent over there. No, they came with the worst and the nastiest words we could imagine. And it struck a nerve. And most of us know, and black people, that nerve, we already on the edge. That's why they came out with that song back in the days. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. They make me wonder how I keep from going under. Who taught that young man? Who taught him how to channel that energy and how to defuse a situation? When you got the fangs of the colonizer kids feeling like you about to get conquered right here on this track field. Who taught him how to deal with the anger and how to just walk away? Who? Do you understand that some of us in our DNA, we are tired of walking away? That's why I told myself, you know what? After I got shot in Bronx River, venting, breaking down to the community that allowed me to be hurt. They seen I wasn't right. And the world didn't care. So now when I go back out to the world and I'm moving around, I refuse to be a victim again. One false move and it's on. No hesitation. In this world where we allow these black celebrities to sell our kids to penitentiary in the streets while they send their kids to college and make sure they teach their kids how to deal with a situation, I bet you Jadakiss son would have dealt with that situation a whole lot different. We created an energy in the hood, in the world, in the mindset of young black America that they can't escape. And the only way to stop that energy is to change the mindset of our children. And you cannot change the mindset of our children because our delts are broken. Anytime you scroll down social media, back in the days, we used to beg females to take a picture to send to us and a t-shirt and panties on. Now you find yourself getting on social media, not wanting to look at social media because you done elevated to the age where you trying to protect your glaze. Because on the day of judgment, your eyes will bear witness to the things that you lusted over. Your ears will bear witness to the things that you listened to. Your hands will bear witness from the illegal lands that was taken. Your feet will speak out against the places that you touched land on that you weren't supposed to be, that was forbidden. Your mouth will speak out against the lies that you told. And your heart will speak the evils that you hide, that only God Almighty can see. The only way we can stop what's going on is to cancel the whole culture. What we call culture in America, black culture, is death culture. Teach me the rules, and I know how to play the game. The rules is kill or be killed. Turn your TV off. Turn your TV off. That came from me. He got his snot box rocked. Don't get your snot box rocked. He got his TV turned off. Those slogans came from me to stop the pandemic within the pandemic, which was young black rappers going into the studio, making rhymes and dissing the dead of young black rappers that they killed. That energy has to be stopped. You can't destroy energy. So you have to turn that red energy that's a fire into a blue, cool, calm, and collective. Or that red fire is going to go all you can, and it's going to let loose. White America put up money for rest in peace, the young boy that passed away. May he rest in peace. Black America put up money for young, whatever his name is, to bail him out. Because some of us also know that both of these kids was a victim. But sometimes in life, you got to pick a side, right? When that young boy went into that black church and aired the pastor out, aired Granny out, a bunch of senior citizens aired them out. You know what happened after that? The police took Shorty to McDonald's after they put 1,000 bulletproof vests on him because they sit up there saying, I know black people coming to get you after this. Nope, we didn't. You can't tell Shorty that he wrong and he wrong. The rules have been set. It's kill or be killed, baby. He made it out on top. Now he get to fight for his life and see what the jury have to say about the decision that he made. Do I think he should do time in jail for what he did? No. I think that they should go grab every gangster rapper that purposely poisoned the minds and created the energy in the hood, glorifying murder, death, kill on a black man, murder, death, kill on a black man, and make them share that time with him. No. That boy was programmed. It ain't these old rappers that's out there dropping bodies. It ain't these old niggas coming from jail. Listen, all them old niggas that you see running around that used to be that nigga back in the days, they ain't got another day in jail left in them. They diabetics, they scared. They just want to look like they still that nigga. They fronting. Because they'll scream, I'm outside. But then when Hassan Campbell starts some beef, and I'm like, let's go. We outside, right? Oh, nah, they don't really want to be outside like that. Nope, they full of it. They don't want to be outside like that. They just want to look like they outside. But they don't want that outside energy. They just want to manipulate the youth into that outside energy and then watch them go down the same self-destructive path that destroyed them. That's my take on the situation. I stand behind that young brother, even though I prayed for the deceased. But in this world right here, it is what it is. When Nas said, straight up is real and any day could be your last in the jungle. Get murdered on the humble, guns a blast, niggas tumble. The corners is the hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Guzzling beer, we all stare at the out-of-towners. They better break north before we get the 4-pounders. Yeah, that black boy went in the wrong tent. And that white boy wasn't having it. You reap what you sow. He knocked on death's door, and the Grand Reaper came answering. Shall we begin? Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because they smile in your face all the while. They want to take your place, them backstabbers. Stay tuned, because I got more videos that I'm supposed to pop out that I ain't even know about these topics. They coming.